Good morning and hello everybody. Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw. New set for Pocket has been announced. I freaking called this. I don't know if I was talking about this on the video I released the other day, but let's get right into it. The new set coming next week, Eevee Grove. All right. I don't know if it's oh my gosh, they're all here. I freaking knew it. Eevee Grove theme booster pack. It's one pack. We've got Eevee EX, which is pretty awesome to have Eevee EX. Vaporeon, Jolteon, a Flareon EX. I'll look at all of the abilities here. Espeon, Umbreon, Leafeon, Glaceon. We've got the Sylvie EX, full art. Supporter, Alchemy's here, Swirlix. I knew, dude, I knew it. I knew this was coming. Here's what we're gonna do. All right, hold on. Let's get through. Dude, I knew Eevees were coming. I don't know why. I just knew. I thought we were getting a set with Umbreon and Sylveon. That's what I thought. Is like you get two packs, one Umbreon, one Sylveon. Okay. Let's see. Did it show which ones are EXs? Okay, Eevee EX. With the ability Evolve. This Pokemon can evolve into any Pokemon that evolves from Eevee if you play it from your hand onto this Pokemon. Wow. Okay, so it is still an EX Pokemon, and you do get to evolve into any Pokemon, which is interesting. So you can go from an EX to a non-EX Eevee with this. And it has one attack, one energy for Bite. Okay. 90 HP. I mean, this feels dangerous, right? To have the option to switch into, like, if your opponent can get this in the active spot and KO it, that would be crazy, right? All right. We see Glaceon, Espeon, Jolteon, Leafeon, Vaporeon, Flareon EX, Sylveon EX, and it looks like that's the base Umbreon right there, right? So we don't know if there's going to be an Umbreon EX, but I would be shocked if there's not an Umbreon EX in this set. Our cards, Vaporeon, Hyper Whirlpool. Flip a coin until you get tails for each heads. Discard a random energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. That is probably bad, right? The funny thing is, this is better than Delmise. Because it's not EX. Jolteon, 90 HP, 1 energy. If this Pokemon evolved during this turn, this attack does 20 more damage. I mean, 60 damage for a single energy isn't terrible, but being a stage 1, that doesn't feel super good. Flareon EX. Here we go. Combust is its ability. Once during your turn, you may attach a fire energy from your discard pile to this Pokemon. If you do 20 damage to this Pokemon. And then Fire Spin is discard to fire energy. It is 3 energy to do 130 damage with 150 HP. Flareon actually doesn't seem too bad here. Especially given that you can attach energy to it from your discard pile, which... if you retreat, energy goes into the discard pile. If you get, knocked out, one of your Pokemon gets knocked out with energy on it, it goes to the discard pile. So that doesn't seem too bad. You could have 1 energy on it already, put it into the active spot, even through a retreat, throw energy onto it. It will reduce its HP down to 130, which isn't amazing, but I mean, kind of... but having 1 energy on this Pokemon at all times and basically it being a threat for 130 is not bad. That's pretty good. Espeon, Energy Crush. I need to move back here. Energy Crush. This Pokemon, damage for each energy attached. I can't read it exactly. Deals damage for each energy attached to your opponent's Pokemon. Is that what it is? Are we kind of getting a little bit of a Tapu Lele situation? Can I make the quality higher? Can you help me? Deals damage for each energy attached to... is it this Pokemon? Yeah, it's this Pokemon because it's 20x. Oh, okay. I believe it's each energy attached to this Pokemon. So you could load this up with a Gardevoir or something like that. You could load it up with a Lunala, and all of a sudden this single energy card, you could put 5 energy on it, be hitting for 100. Okay. That's pretty good. Umbreon. Dark Binding. If the defending Pokemon is basic, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. This is strong, right? I mean, if they get something into the active they want to swing with, like Stoke Charizard can't fight against Umbreon, right? I mean, there are a lot of cards that have, or sorry, not Stoke Charizard. I'm a dummy. It has to be a basic Pokemon. So it'd have to be something like Darkrai, Giratina. My brain immediately went to, like, what's something that needs to swing after it powers up? Stoke Char. Stoke Char's basic, Jake. If the defending Pokemon is basic, it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. Interesting. I mean, it shuts down specific decks pretty hard. Leafeon, Leaf Blast. 20 more damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. Okay. Is that the same as Leafeon? Maybe I read Leafeon wrong. Glaceon, Ice Blade. This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. All right. So we've got a 2 energy, 50 damage snipe from Glaceon here. Sylvie EX. All right, Sylveon. 140 HP. Ability is Happy Ribbon. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may draw 2 cards. Wow. I mean, a built-in Professor's Research and 70 damage with Fairy Wind for 2 energy. I like this ability. Happy Ribbon seems extremely good. I don't know if 70 damage is going to be enough for an EX. The real positive, of course, is it's only 2 energy. Because you have some EXs that, like, do 80 damage and stuff like that. I don't know. I think you'd want it to be a little more, but I think Happy Ribbon seems extremely good. Like, being able to comb through your deck for extra cards is really strong. Imagine this with Shiinotic. Like, you just get it, right? Like, you Shiinotic, you pull Sylveon into your hand, you evolve, you draw more cards. Like, I don't know, you could get through your entire deck very quickly with this. Our supporters, we have Penny and Eevee Bag. Penny, the trainer supporter card, is look at a random supporter card that's not Penny from your opponent's deck and shuffle it back into their deck. Huh. Use the effect of that card as the effect of this card. I look at a random supporter and I use it? What if it's Lusamine? And it's my Eevee deck and I'm like, I used Lusamine. It does nothing. Wait, so I might use Sabrina, but I don't want to. I might use Cyrus to no effect. I might use Professors, which is good. This is a troll card. This card feels like a random supporter that's not Penny. It doesn't count their hand either, right? So, thank you, computer, for whatever you're doing. It doesn't count their hand, right? So it's literally me shuffling. I'm pulling something from their deck they don't have yet. Maybe I get Professor's Research. That would be cool. Maybe I get Geo. Maybe I get Red. Maybe I get a Guzma or a Lil. I don't know. That feels chaotic. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you think in the comments. That doesn't feel very good. Eevee Bag. Choose one. During this turn, attacks used by your Pokemon that evolved from Eevee do plus 10 damage to your opponent's active, or heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon that evolves from Eevee. Seems like a really good item for Eevees. Obviously, it's the Eevee Bag. But, you know, given that it's not a supporter, you can play this on your turn and still do other things. That feels pretty good. Swirlix, Alchemy, Milcery. Swirlix, Sweets Relay. If one of your Pokemon uses Sweets Relay during your last turn, it does 20 more damage. Alchemy, Sweets Overlord. This attack does 40 damage for each time your Pokemon used Sweets Relay during this game. Oh, buddy. And then Milcery also has Sweets Relay. All right, I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be the most fun, annoying deck, dude. When you get Alchemy into the active spot and you've used Sweets Relay 5 times and you're hitting like Charizard, honestly, Alchemy could be legit. This is like the new Lake Trio, but with a different requirement. I'm super here for this. I am super here for this combination. I'm very much on board. And there isn't any of these that I missed right now. I'm curious. There have to be other EXs that they're not showing yet in this set, yeah? Let's take a look at the press site real quick to see if there's any information we didn't get to see. We have the Eevees. Oh, the Espeon, I can see it better. 20 damage for each energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. Oh, Jake. Oh. Espeon's actually sick. Wow. Wow. That's really strong. I mean, Espeon's like a sweep. Like, as soon as, if they're stacking like things with Giratina, if they've got, like, as we talked about earlier, Stoked Charizard, this thing is actually really good. Okay. Well, we missed that. Wow. That's very good. Swirlix, Umbreon, Sylveon. We have a new binder for the Eevee Grove. A new background for the Eevee Grove. And there, yeah, there we go. Dang, dude, I called this so hard the other day. I swear, I was just talking in a video that they're gonna do an Eevee pack. You'll have Sylveon. There's no way this doesn't have Umbreon EX. Absolutely not. This will have Umbreon EX. It has to. That's probably the immersive card, but I don't know. All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. As more news comes out, we'll cover it. And of course, I was planning on being live with Pocket today, so we could talk more about it. Bye, guys. We did it.